Hello everyone, welcome back to English grammar class. This lesson is about direct and indirect speech part 3, imperative sentences. An imperative sentence is one that expresses a command, a request, an advice, or a proposal. In this video, we are going to learn how to change the direct speech of imperative sentence into indirect speech of imperative sentence. Before we change the direct speech into indirect speech of imperative sentences, we need to know the following rules. The reporting verb say is changed into tell, order, command, request, want, advice, etc. The reporting verb said is changed into told, ordered, commanded, requested, want, advice, etc. The reported speech is put in the infinitive, that is, the formula of infinitive is to plus first form of the verb. In case there is a vocative case in the reported speech, there are two ways of change. Number one, if the reporting verb does not have an object, the vocative may be used as the object of the reporting verb. If the vocative is a different word, addressing as is generally used before the vocative. Changes of pronouns, tenses, and the words showing nearness are carried out, and other general rules are observed too. Now let us learn how to change the direct speech into indirect speech of imperative sentences through some examples. The first question is direct speech. The captain said to the soldiers, "Go forward." Here, the reporting verb is said, which is past tense, and the reported speech is an imperative sentence which expresses about an order, so we can use the verb ordered when we change into indirect speech. And also we have to join the reporting verb and the reporting speech by using infinitive, that is to plus first form of the verb. Let's change into indirect speech. The captain ordered the soldiers, and the infinitive form is to plus first form of the verb, so we can use to go forward. The captain ordered the soldiers to go forward. The next question is direct speech. He said to the people, "Be reasonable." Here the reporting verb is again in the past tense, and the reported speech is an imperative sentence which expresses about an advice, and we have to use the verb advise in the indirect speech. Let us try to change into indirect speech. He advised the people to be reasonable. Let's move to the next question. Direct speech. The teacher said, "Children, learn when you were young." In this sentence, the reporting verb said does not have an object, but we can use the vocative, that is children, as the object in the indirect speech. And we also know that the reported speech is an imperative sentence which expresses about an advice, so we can use the verb advise when we change into indirect speech. And let us not forget to join the reporting verb and reported speech by using the infinitive to plus first form of the verb. Let's change into indirect speech. The teacher advised take down the children, and the infinitive to learn to plus first form, to learn when, and here you belongs to the children, we can replace with they, and the past form of are is were young. The next question is direct speech. The children said to the old man, "Uncle, teach us the moral of the story." Here the reporting verb has an object, that is the old man, and the reported speech also has a vocative, that is uncle. Both of them are same person and one person. But the vocative uncle is used differently in the reported speech. So when we change into indirect speech, we have to start with addressing as uncle. And the reported speech also express about a request. So we can use the verb requested when we change into indirect speech. And don't forget to use the infinitive to join the reporting verb and the reported speech. Let's change into indirect speech. Addressing as uncle, the children requested the old man, and the infinitive here is to teach. And us belongs to the children, so we can replace with them. The moral of the story. Addressing as uncle, the children requested the old man to teach them the moral of the story. The next question is direct speech. He said to Premlata, "Take it, Premlata." The reporting verb has an object, Premlata, and the reported speech has also the name Premlata. There are two similar names, but they belong to the same person, one person. So we don't need to use two names. We can just take down one name because they are the same. Let's change into indirect speech. He said to will change into told because it does not express about order, request, or any advice. And then take down Premlata to take it. He told Premlata to take it. Here is an important rule to know, which is different from the other rules. That is, when let in the direct speech express a proposal or a suggestion, the reporting verb is changed to proposed or suggest. Should is used in the reported speech. Let us see an example. Direct speech. She said to me, "Let us prepare for the examination." Here the reporting verb said to is past tense, so we have to use the past form of the verb in indirect speech. And also the reported speech express about a proposal or a suggestion, so we can use the verb propose or suggested when we change into indirect speech. And we have to use the word that to join the reporting verb and the reported speech. Let us change into indirect speech. She proposed to me that. Us will change into we, and we have to use should. Prepare for the examination. Remember, after using the auxiliary verb should, we don't change the main verb into past tense again. Here is another rule. When let does not express a proposal, it is changed differently. The reported speech is changed to might or might be allowed. Let us see an example. Direct speech. He said, "Let me read the novel." Here the reporting verb is past tense, so we have to use past tense in indirect speech again. And the reported speech does not express about a proposal or suggestion, so we can use the word might or might be allowed in the reported speech when we change into indirect speech. Let's change into indirect speech now. He said that, and we will remove let, and then the next me belongs to the person he, so we'll replace with he. And we can use might or might be allowed, but here I'm using might be allowed. And then the infinitive to read the novel. He said that he might be allowed to read the novel. We have learned about the direct and indirect speech of imperative sentences. Thank you very much for watching. See you again. Bye.